is you. Give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Business growing, you've been going GTE for such a long time. Long time. The power's gonna go above and beyond in your lifetime. Got to thrill 'em, got to kill 'em, GTE, 'cause now's the right time. Crank it up. Crank it up. And take it to the streets. You know what you've got to do. You got to crank it up and put it on the lines. You know all it takes is you. All it takes is to give it all you got. Take your best shot. That's the only way to be GTEDC. Crank it up. Crank it up. Crank it out. Crank it up. Crank it up. Big set. Rock those lips. Set, next set. Set, 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 next set. Let's sit by the kiss, Nick. Set, Nick. That's it. Draws me where slips are coming for you. Sitting so sexual. Nick sips. Nick sips. Nick sips. Nick sips. VCR party line. VCR party line. At the end of the 20th century, a scientist saw a killer comet on its way. He filmed instructions for its destruction over a second-hand VHS tape, but then was hit by a Winnebago. So his assistants Nick and Co. must search every corner of his drone for a cassette that is only home. But in the meantime, they'll play the greatest hits they find. VCR party line. VCR party line. Melinda's.
Oh, hello,
Melinda.
Nick is late.
Sorry, everybody.
Welcome
Mike.
to VCR Party. My name is Joe. That's Nick. He's late. There's George. There's Steve. This is the show where we watch VHS tapes. Nick, what's your excuse for being late?
Diarrhea.
Okay.
Pretty good one. Pretty good one.
Yep. You can't.
The
There's no
best.
denying it. You can't argue that one.
Gets out of his traffic tickets. Anything.
Oh, sure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can
Uh-huh.
keep that in my back
Well,
pocket.
That's
You
what a
keep
vegan,
Diarrhea in your back
diarrhea.
pocket? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
that's what a vegan diet will do for you. So.
Ah, yep. Busted.
All right, so welcome to the show. Joe, I already said all that stuff. Here we are. We just got back from a tour in Wisconsin. We were at Milwaukee and Madison, and man, we stocked up on tapes.
Yeah,
Nick,
people
you have
gave
any
us
over there?
boxes and boxes. Yeah.
this is-
No, I left them all at the. Oh no, there's one. There's one I got
Okay.
that I brought here. It's all about house rabbits. All about house rabbits. And
Oh,
there's
we
a
know
house
who that's
rabbit.
for.
Yeah.
We know who
so-
that's for specifically.
Yep. We have one viewer who's a rabbit enthusiast in particular who I think will enjoy that tape.
Allie, we're going to play that one just for you. Here's a few that I got. Do you know that guy?
Oh, Banjo-Kazooie?
Yeah. Do you know about him?
Yeah, he was the Australian kind of Sonic clone. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got that one. We got look at this cool cover here. UFO, The Contact. How cool is that? I watched a little bit of it already, and there's a song at the end about the UFOs.
Ooh.
And then look at this one, Nick. I'm looking in your direction for this one. Revealed Secrets of the Sexual Surrogate. What do you think, Nick? What does that say right there? First time
on video.
Video, yeah. And on the back here, look at there's see an actual demonstration of the UFO technique.
The UFO technique.
Do you know about that one, Nick?
No,
Is there a song about that at the end?
I hope so. Fingers crossed. All right, cool. So, yeah, do you want to get into a Found Footage Festival Classic? I'm stoked about my videos tonight, by the way.
Yeah, it's a wide variety tonight for me, so I'm excited too. Yeah, let's get into a classic.
You caught me with my pants down, but no one sells carpet or waterbeds for less.
Okay, this is the point in the show where we play a video we've played before. We revisit it, and I think this one I picked out because we don't celebrate Cyber Monday the way most businesses do. We celebrate Analog Tuesday, which I thought was a funny idea, and then I realized, oh, it's actually Giving Tuesday, where you're supposed to give to various nonprofits, and I'm like, buy our VHS stuff.
I mean, you're almost a nonprofit.
I mean, essentially, we aren't making a profit if that's what
No,
you're
my
saying.
email was full of like, give to charity and give to this, and then our email was in our newsletter. It was like, can we have your money?
Well, can we?
Yeah. So what are we gonna watch? Oh, we're gonna watch a video log. This is I think this is a tradition here. This is a video. It was I think it showed up in the. I don't know the story behind this. This is what I think it is. Is a VHS tape would show up, and this is before I think even like QVC or Home Shopping, and you'd watch this VHS tape, and then they would have products in there and 1-800 number with like numbers and everything that you could call up. And they would send you this stuff, but they had the most ridiculous stuff in here. The stuff that I didn't think were things, like this particular one. Well, here it is. We'll watch the intro for video log, and then we'll see the this ridiculous product.
It's Video Log, your video catalog of fine merchandise.
Video Log for the discriminating shopper, because you see not only how the products look, but how they perform as well.
All Video Log products are just a free phone call away with our 800 number. It's time now to go electronic window shopping with your Video Log.
What was that inflatable thing in the hot tub?
Yeah, it was like a speaker in there. You'd put a cassette tape in there or something. So I don't think this is a ridiculous product, but I don't think it exists. I don't think it actually works. Tell me if you think this is for real.
Let your car give you a lift next time you have to change a tire. With the Air Jack, changing a tire is safe, fast, and extremely easy to do. After blocking the wheel, slide the inflatable jack under the car and connect the two-part hose to the exhaust pipe. Then simply stand back and watch as your car jacks itself up. To lower the car, simply uncouple the hose and the car will slowly settle back on the ground. For the simplest way to jack up your car, call 1-800-692-0069, the Sappy Air Jack.
The Sappy Air Jack?
Do you hear the song too, Nick?
Yeah.
Do you recognize the song?
Yeah, that's from another Home Shopping of this era, John and Johnny and America's Value Network.
Yep.
And you just have a bag filled with exhaust then, I guess.
The best thing about it is your kid can use it as a spacesuit for Halloween.
That's true.
Would that really work? It didn't even look like it jacked up the car.
I don't think so. I don't think there's going to be enough pressure in there to...
No, so to lift up an entire car with your exhaust?
It's probably going to backfire into the car and you're while you're waiting for it to... And,
hey, I saw the lady do this, and that's enough for me to know that it was easy. It was one and done, and yeah. So I'm going to try that.
I got to find that video log video. I can't find it anywhere on the shelf. It's got to be here somewhere, but...
yeah, that might be a McKenna mission. Might have to look through all 13,000 before we get to that one.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably one of those ones that's not marked very well, you know?
Yeah,
but
it could be that, yeah. Steve, who are you selling out to today?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I am selling out to one Bob Hedges, everyone's
Bob.
favorite.
Yeah.
And speaking of giving Tuesday, let me find there it is. Bob wants to give attention to adopting special needs cats. Oh, it didn't come up.
Oh.
Well, let me try this again.
You can get
There we go.
behind that.
So here's Bob's cats. He's got 3. 2 of them are tripaws. They only have 3 paws. So a lot of times those are the cats that can easily get overlooked. He has.
Is tripaws the technical name, or is that just what Bob says?
I believe that is what Bob said.
Okay.
And of course, he's got some amazing names for him. Hold on, now I've lost the names. There it is. Lieutenant Dan and Secret Agent Randy Beans are both tripaws, and Mr. Bungle is a 4-pawed cat. So
Okay.
when
Lieutenant
you're thinking,
Dan, I get it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yep.
but when you're thinking about adopting, for the holidays, a lot of people decide to get new cats and dogs. Think about special needs, because sometimes those are ones that are easily forgotten about and end up staying in the shelter, and they can make great pets.
And how?
Good cause. Wow, that's a good. All right, so we weren't just shamelessly commercial on Giving Tuesday after all.
You
There
know,
we go.
I think Bob is going to join us for the EP this Thursday. If we can get the scheduling right, he's going to join us. You know, Bob gives us so many videos. I would say,
I think we're going out today on one of Bob's videos.
yeah, 50% of our collection is from Bob. So, yeah, we're
Yeah.
going to watch one with him finally, long overdue.
Loyal viewer and big supporter of the show, so happy to support him and some what are they called? Tripod cats?
Tripaws. Yeah.
Tripods.
I like that.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's the technical term.
Catchy.
Scientific. There it is.
Well, should we get into some Scimitar? This is our favorite production company from the Twin Cities. Back, I played the Spice Girls unauthorized video, which is, they can't get the music to the band that's popular. They can't get usually anybody who even knows them. It's like the Spice Girls one was just a guy interviewing people about whether they like the Spice Girls mostly.
It's 100% filler.
Yeah.
It's all filler.
So there's one called Prince Unauthorized, and Scimitar's based in, outside of Minneapolis. So I thought maybe they'd have a little bit more access to people in Prince's circle. Now, so imagine you're a huge Prince fan, and these are the interviews you see in Prince Unauthorized.
Oh, I can't wait.
Musical genius can spring from anywhere. But with Prince, it sprouted in an extremely unlikely place. A Northern American city surrounded by farmland and rivers. Born on June 7th, 1958, the future king of rock slipped into the world at Mount Sinai Hospital in South Minneapolis.
Really
and
good.
I remember one evening we had a long discussion because Prince wanted to be Prince Nelson.
Prince, just a sexy, kind of just otherworldly, talented musician that just exudes sex. And then here's the first interview. This guy.
He says, that's my name. That's who I'm going to be. And for days I said, look, there is only one. If you go out and we get you out there and we make you famous, there is only one Prince. There's never been another Prince. We don't need the Nelson. Ooh, I don't know. That's my name. But eventually he came around, and we ended up with,
he's taking
with an artist
credit.
named Prince.
Yep.
They wouldn't talk to him the same way as they talked to him before. It wasn't like, hey, Prince, how you doing, man? How's it going? It would be like, Prince, wow. Yeah, man, how's it going, man? It was a different, I can't even do it right, but it was a...
he kind of just looped into the same exact thing. They were kind of like, oh, hey, Prince, how's it going? How you doing? Oh, wait, I can't even do it right. Yeah, he just kind of blew that, how they treated him
Are
differently.
you sure Prince didn't authorize this? It seems like something
it
he would
does
authorize.
seem
It's
pretty
like, yeah, let's
authorized.
authorize it.
Yeah. They couldn't even get Maurice Day and the time on this, so, yeah.
It was they looked at him in awe.
And this record, Funky Town, comes out by this young white kid from Minneapolis, and all of a sudden we're looking at the charts, we said, wait a minute, this other record from this young white kid just went #1 on the black charts, on the urban charts?
They called me and said, by the way, it sold 23,000 albums in New York the first day.
They had no problem getting Steve Greenberg, by the way.
He was calling them.
No issues.
It came out and said, Is that good? I didn't know. They said, that is good. You got a monster.
All right, so that's a little bit about Prince.
And they
in
mostly
an
talked about
unauthorized
Funky
form.
Town.
Yeah, they talked about Funky Town a lot. So yeah. But yeah, Morris Day. I think I said Maurice Day. Morris Day in the time. We're also not in this.
Maurice, yeah, there we go. Maurice Day in the time. Yeah. Do you want to apologize, or I guess
Not really.
okay. You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Okay.
It's up to
thanks.
you.
Yeah. No problem.
All right, let's get into some ABC's a Funny Name. Big news. I got a new graphic. Remember how I had problems with that right column?
Right, the
completely-
Justify, yeah. There
Yeah,
wasn't enough room.
Molly got in touch, sent over a new thing, a new graphic here. Take a look at this.
Must be a data scientist or something. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
got to be. Look at this. And then you have a row for honorable mentions. You know, it's it's real slick. It's real easy to read. I don't know. I kind of liked my old one, other than that column problem I had. But this is good too. So,
right.
Is there a reason why Urkel is underlined?
Oh yeah. Did it? Oh, I think it thinks it's spelled wrong. Probably. And it is spelled wrong because Urkel spells it with a U, but Steve Urkel, the guy.
She did correct the spelling of Weeby and Phoebe Weeby, though, so she made a little bit of an adjustment. Okay.
That's true.
All right.
All right. This one, I don't. So here's the tape, but I don't want to show it to you because I want the name to be a surprise. It's one of those Christian videos where they get up and they speak at the podium, and they didn't even have graphics for this one. I always like it when their name flies in because it just really helps emphasize. So you're not going to see a name fly in, but you will hear his name at the beginning and at the end, and you also get to see what this guy's all about. It's my favorite kind of goofy pastor, preacher guy.
And this guy does it all. He's an artist. He paints and sells his paintings for good dollars. Now, you can start by putting your hands together and saying, "Welcome to the conference, Phil Pringle." Come on.
Phil Pringle.
He
He speaks in tongues.
It's got to be God. There's no other explanation.
Oh, rande stigla ba ba ba. Oh, rande stigla ba 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 ba. She kevele te klamona moro du globalata. Lobra da stigla bara balara 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 monondo. Stigla mona monda gala bara belera barata kabrodusto. Bara boloro du shega le de ba 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 barata. Stigla ba 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 ba. Shega ba ba.
What's that?
I like the acoustic guitar accompaniment. Shala bala bala hala ba 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 ba.
We got to do a speaking in tongues montage. I'm sure there's a million of them on the shelf behind me. Oh, I love speaking in tongues. All right, there's more.
My power, says the Lord, will be upon you in this hour. My spirit will work through you. Yeah, touch it. Amen.
Can you guys do this at your next show? Can you guys
maybe at Melinda's
try to knock people out?
Bring people up? Yeah.
Or heal people.
Yeah, heal people. That's what we do.
Come on, give Phil Pringle and Chris a great hand tonight. Great word.
Phil Pringle.
Phil Pringle.
Double P.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Right, we can't move it.
No, Phil Pringle's here to stay.
Well,
nothing. Yeah.
In more ways than one.
So
yeah.
here's the actual tape. It's Phil Pringle, and
Nice.
thanks to McKenna for finding that one. She goes, Phil Pringle's a funny name, right? And I was like, oh yeah, Phil
So you
Pringle's.
would have to ask?
Yeah, Phil Pringle's absolutely a funny name.
What year is that? Because he's still at it.
2003.
He's not slowing down.
He has a weird accent that I couldn't figure out, mainly because he mostly speaks in tongues.
Yeah.
But-
Well, McKenna, thanks for finding that. And it's always the same stuff. It's like, God, we used to do this improv group. Like you had to talk in gibberish, and everybody's gibberish sounds the same, and it's all like the speaking in tongue stuff.
Yeah.
God had nothing to do with that.
Well, I think he's up there for an hour. I mean,
He's running out of material.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you don't have to talk. You don't have to write any material.
I thought it'd be funny if he checked his notes every so often.
Bada.
Or if it cut away to a cue card guy who was holding up a.
That's a good bit. All right.
Oh, and before I forget, bada. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Got it.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother George. We're on tour Thursday. We're in Seattle, Washington, and the Pacific Northwest is always a fun one for us.
Portland's already sold out.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's completely sold out. But we will be hanging out at Movie Madness beforehand. It's a
the
cool
video
store
store
there. Yeah, from 3 o'clock to 4:30. So come by and say hi, and we'll peruse the shelves there, and it'll be fun.
Vancouver's always good at the Rio, and then tons of other dates to be announced soon.
Yep.
So, all right, we'll see you on the road. And, let's get into Flying Windows real quick. Got to give credit to these Flying Windows to Gig Tapes, the Instagram account. They post a lot of VHS stuff too, and this one I've never seen Flying Windows quite like this. So thank you to Gig Tapes. This is an exercise video that I hadn't seen. I've seen almost every fitness video there is. This is called Move Them Joints, Ageless Fitness.
Like flying Polaroids.
Yeah, but then also these windows are sort of scrolling, I guess. It's a woman on a unicycle.
I don't mind the song either.
Yeah. Now, did you see how? Look at how it goes. Look at how that Polaroid goes. You think it's going to go in front of the Ageless Fitness, just like everything else, right? It's going right in front of the letters, and then look at what happens to this one.
Oh,
behind the E, and
how the hell did they do that?
I don't know.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, cool. Flying window technology.
I bet that took the editor a long time.
Absolutely. I couldn't do that today. And then, I guess, look at it. Now we got a bunch of windows. What's happening in the bottom right window? Them joints.
Yeah.
3 exclamation points. Good song. Good flying windows.
And just enough exclamation points.
Yep.
The perfect amount. I wouldn't go any more or any fewer.
3 was perfect.
Yep.
Let's get into some raviolis. We got some good ones tonight.
Come on, let's see your raviolis. Show us 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 your raviolis.
Well, I got a couple. I have 2 very different videos here.
Same.
Yeah, I'll go first. Why not?
Okay, sure.
I haven't done this corner for a long time. I've just been waiting for more to add up, and George sent me a couple this past week for one of my favorite corners called.
Hey, it is I, Rocky McCoco.
Keep up with the good pizzas.
It's this week in over-the-top Italian stereotypes. George, you found a couple commercials from Bay Ridge here in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Big, Italian neighborhood, and they really leaned into it. They really went for it. So we're gonna watch.
I can't tell if they were real or not.
Well, I think it's like half real because, of course, they're going to involve pizza in some way. Yeah, take a look. We'll watch 2 of those, but it's a car commercial, but they somehow work in pizza.
My papa's make a pizza in his pizzeria, and I sell a Toyota in my Toyoteria. Papa keeps all the right stuff on hand. I got lots of Toyota in stock for immediate delivery.
Bay Ridge Toyota slices prices.
Biggest selection, low price, immediate delivery, and a pinch of pride just like a pop taught me.
That recipe has been in the family for 3 generations.
Hey, who was the wisest guy with order Toyota Celica with the pepperoni?
Growing up in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, I remember looking into Pop's Pizza and seeing the future. Tomato sauce turned into Toyotas. Sausage becomes Subarus. Meatball become Mitsubishis. All of the works. I saw Bay Ridge Lincoln Mercury. In fact, the pizza taught me 2 important lessons. 1, always satisfy your customers. 2, eat too much pepperoni, you start to sing things.
Visit Bay Ridge Toyota, Subaru, Mitsubishi, or Lincoln Mercury. We have the car of your dreams at a great low price.
And we deliver.
Okay, now this last one has an over-the-top Italian stereotype celebrity in here. Watch for him. Before he was famous, and in fact, I think he won an Academy Award, and he's in this commercial. Here we go.
I thought it was a meal, but it's a game.
Ready, set, spaghetti! So will spaghetti, but don't forget a mushroom, a pepper, make it in your way.
Now I get it. Each roll the dice.
Peppery.
Freeze more spaghetti. First you twist up all the spaghetti win.
Ready, set, spaghetti.
So will spaghetti, but don't get upset. An onion, a meatball may ruin your day.
One rolling meatball between me and victory. And yes, ready, set, spaghetti. I win!
Ready, set, spaghetti from Milton Bradley.
Nick, who did you guess?
I guessed Adrian Brody.
Yeah, take a look.
Spaghetti win!
Ready, set, spaghetti.
Spaghetti win!
Ready, set, spaghetti.
Spaghetti win!
Ready, set, spaghetti.
Yep, there he is, Adrian Brody.
That's him, huh?
Ready, set the spaghetti.
With the lady next to it. That was like the era of Where's the Beef commercials, too. So you always had funny-looking people in commercials.
The polio commercial, the guy at the oven.
Yep.
Yep, all that stuff.
Wow,
all right,
good.
wait. Let's close out the
Okay,
corner here.
Keep up with the go to pizza.
Oh wait, cut it off.
But wait, who's that from? Is that from the Showbiz Pizza guy?
Yeah, the Showbiz Pizza.
Or
hold on, maybe it cut off. Hold on, let's see.
Keep up with the go to pizzas.
There we
Oh,
go.
okay, there it was.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from the Showbiz Pizza. Remember that guy? What he did? It was like a
He did Man in the Mirror, right?
Pasquale.
Pasquale,
Yeah.
From Chuck E. Cheese, yeah.
But then he
okay.
also did a full-on training video on how to cook the pizzas, and it was
Yeah.
like probably 25 minutes long, and he had to do that accent for the entire time,
Yeah.
talking about safety, talking about washing your hands,
Right,
in
right.
that voice. Yeah.
You don't want the bacteria to grow. You know, there's a lot of that.
What are we?
Okay, so let me get into the first one. I asked McKenna is on staff here. She's a great help. She helps curate the VHS of the Month Club and all sorts of other things that we don't want to do. And but no, she has a good eye too. And I said, hey, do you think we could post something for like the doorbuster sales they have on Black Friday? You know, on the internet. Is there anything that's like busting into doors? And she goes, this is kind of that. It's called Patrol Tactics, and it stars somebody I think you might recognize.
Oh.
It's essential to understand that this instruction is based on fundamental concepts. As you view these techniques, identify the constants. These things are the foundation on which all other tactics are built. A good attitude is paramount. Confidence is developed through education and experience.
They cast a
Since
really
your
good
attitude is
extra
directly
here.
related to your confidence level, you must strive to continue your education at all costs. Set a goal of learning.
Sweaty armpits.
Yeah, we'll see him again.
Room entries.
Listen to the music.
When approaching the door, be careful not to cross in front of it. Your feet can cast a shadow that will reveal your location. Make the best use of your steps. Check the hinges on the door and determine if it opens
I know all
in
this
or
stuff from
out.
playing Splinter
If you
Cell.
can't see the hinges, it usually opens into the room. If you can see the hinges, the door will generally open outward. Dynamic entry.
Could you see what he's wearing? What he's watching there? Wheel of Fortune?
Supermarket Sweep?
Oh, could be.
Oh, I think. Well, it looks like there's. No, it looks like Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, there
Okay.
are 4 people there.
Oh yeah.
Some game show. All right, let us know in the comments if you can identify what this man who's being forcefully entered is watching.
Dynamic entry. The dynamic room entry
There's a lot of
technique is
innuendos
very
with all the
aggressive.
techniques here.
When done correctly, this entry is extremely safe and effective. This is because you have the element of surprise working for you, and you're moving faster than the adversary's reaction time.
Nick, I think we stayed in that hotel.
The partner signals he is ready by squeezing the lead man's shoulder. The lead man reaches for the doorknob, and both
Gently
enter the room
kisses his
quickly.
neck.
The officer's entries must be made simultaneously for this technique to
For
be
maximum
successful.
satisfaction.
Room entries. Remember, the only easy day was yesterday.
Did you hear that lip smack?
Oh, that was extreme.
That's an extreme CJ Crotchy lip smack. And it opens his sentence here.
Remember, the only easy day was yesterday, and for God's sakes, be careful.
Oh, I bet he wanted to do an Austin Powers impression so bad right there.
Had to bite his tongue.
Oh yeah, thanks to Mom and Dad.
Thanks to Mom and Dad for your help with this tactical forcible entry.
They take them down later in the show. They couldn't
Oh
get
yeah,
extras and
while they're watching Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
So it's close to being a doorbuster. It's a few days late, but thanks to McKenna for digitizing that tape.
Oh, I love Karachi. I could watch Karachi all day long.
He's very entertaining.
I hate to do it. I've been doing this a lot lately, and again, I'm not seeking this out. It's coming to me. Like again, this is McKenna's fault. She gave me this one. But Steve, can you play the Joe's Filth Corner?
Oh no.
Intro.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, really?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it either. And this is a bad one too.
Oh no.
Yeah. This is
all right.
This is one of the worst of all time. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay.
It's like filthy laughing.
It just stays.
Okay, so
leave it up for 10 minutes.
Here's what McKenna found this on the sidewalk last week in a box. One of many tapes. She found some good ones. Okay, it's a nursing skills video, and again, this is nature. This is like helping people. Catheterization, which is something that I've always like. Going to the hospital, I can give blood, I can do all this kind of stuff, but I just know it's going to come someday. I'm going to have to get a catheter shoved in, and my dad had to get one time, and he told me about how excruciating it was. But you know what? I think that's what's good about the show is that we get to see these things actually happen. So then, when it actually happens, it's not as scary. I think that's a service that we provide. So here's catheterization and urinary care. I spent half the day blurring this one out because they show it going in. And also spoiler, this is going to be the full frontal male nudity for Found Footage Festival Volume 11 right here. It's not going to be blurred either. This is
right.
yeah.
People are unbuying tickets for next 2025's tour right now.
There we go.
Kind of a fun, gentle look.
One of the most common procedures in assisting with urinary elimination is catheterization of the bladder. This involves introducing a rubber or plastic tube.
I blurred out the dink in there. We already have a strike against us for a nudity thing, and so I was just going to be safe. So I blurred out the dong on the graphic.
Smart. Through the urethra into the bladder.
I don't know that we needed the anus in that diagram.
I need it in every diagram to orient myself.
Okay, all right.
To begin, explain the procedure to the client.
To the poor
Also
schmuck.
describe the sensation, similar to the urge to void, that will be.
Oh, by the way, they show a woman's one too, which is equally brutal. But we're going to focus on the dong here.
Be felt.
It's easier to blur out. That's why I chose that.
Focus on the
catheter-
dong. Focus on the dong would be a good. I don't know.
Changing the title of this episode right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Then apply your sterile gloves. Pour the sterile antiseptic
sauce on
solution over the cotton balls. Next, open the packet of lubricant.
Of mustard.
Lubricate 3 to 5 inches of the catheter
comes.
tip.
That's thick?
Holy shit!
It's that thick?
I can't accommodate.
Oh,
I know, Steve. You got to watch because
I don't want to.
it'll be easier when you have to. Like you'll probably have to get a catheter shoved up next week probably.
Oh.
But it's going to be easier for you if you watch it.
surely they numb you or knock you out.
I hope so.
Okay.
Using cotton balls soaked in antiseptic solution, cleanse the penis in a circular motion, beginning at the meatus and moving down the glands.
The meatus.
If the client is not circumcised, retract the foreskin. To insert the catheter, hold the penis perpendicular.
I was surprised that they actually had sound effects in this video too. That they put some sound effects in there. I thought that was weird.
Surely not a Model T horn or anything like that.
No.
To the body and apply light traction upward.
You can take a deep breath and relax.
Advance the catheter 7 to 9 inches. If you encounter resistance when
That makes it
passing
more
the
fun.
catheter, hold it firmly in place for several seconds.
in the heart?
After the catheter is secured, loop excess tubing on the surface of the bed. Make certain there are no kinks or obstructions in the tubing.
Look at this part.
Oh, there's a
Always
kid.
subtract.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Why is it
like
red?
He's drinking Kool-Aid.
Is it that there was blood?
Purple Source Rex? What is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple Mai Tais before he went into the hospital?
Subtract the amount of irrigant from the total so that you are only reporting actual use.
Oh, she filled up a glass.
It does look like kind of like a pink lemonade dispenser at a picnic.
All right, let's take it out.
Urine output volume. After deflation, inform the client that he will feel a burning sensation as the catheter is withdrawn. Pull the catheter out in one slow, smooth, steady movement. It is a good practice to measure the first void to determine whether the client is emptying the bladder fully. As you become more familiar with these procedures, your skills will increase.
Oh, it's nature, so and this just makes it easier for all of us to get catheters put in now. The guy wasn't screaming, so and they didn't knock him out for it, so.
I think that the actor looked a lot like Peter McNichol to me from.
Who's that?
He was in Ghostbusters 2, and anyway, he kind of had that permy hair, and I don't know, looked like Peter McNichol was getting a catheter to me.
Okay.
All right, let's move on to this is the one I'm really excited about. This one David Forniff sent me, and it's a video called. It asks the question, "What's wrong with Christian rock?" And this minister from Indiana, his thesis is that Christian rock, all rock is secular and bad, even if they call themselves Christian rock. So the ones that we've shown before, like Michael W. Smith, and we've shown a video by Stryper, they're all bad, according to him, even though they're Christian rock. And he also delves into Christian rock t-shirts and how those are evil too. So here we go. What's wrong with Christian rock?
For 13 years, Jeff Godwin was a slave to rock music. After having his life totally transformed by Jesus Christ, God called him to the ministry of research, exposing the evils of rock and Christian rock. This video will help you understand Satan's influence in popular music.
Grace, mercy, and peace to you, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Ask yourself a question.
Should that be how we stop saying, well, hello, Melinda's? Grace, mercy, and peace.
Let's get rid of well, hello, Melinda's. Yeah. Let's start with that one. What was it again?
Grace, mercy, and peace to you in the name of Jesus Christ.
Melinda's.
Will help you understand Satan's influence in popular music.
Grace, mercy, and peace to you, in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. Ask yourself a question as we play the next two pieces of music for you.
Yes, that is Jesus in his
as you
pajamas.
Listen to number one.
All right, now he's doing a game. This seems maybe like a George game or a game we play here on VCR Party.
One and number two, ask yourself, is this music Christian or is this music secular, worldly?
It's a little game we like to call Christian or worldly.
Worldly.
Christian.
Worldly. I don't mind this.
You've heard both pieces of music now. It's time to find out which was Christian, which was secular or worldly. It's Twisted Sister. But wait a minute. The message in that song was real good, wasn't it? It was about looking into your heart and seeing that it's black and that you didn't want to burn in hell and you'd better make a decision about something before it's too late, right? So if the message is good, then the music has to be Christian, right?
Did it freeze up?
Yeah.
No.
Looks it.
Christian rock also is full of witchcraft. And we're going to show you that Amy Grant is making not only the Cornuto sign, but she is also doing a Wiccan moon.
We lost Nick.
We lost Nick. What do we do?
Satan is getting in on. He'll be back in a moment. But that was definitely a sign from above or below that we're treading on some.
Yeah.
I think we need to speak in tongues for a few minutes until Nick gets back. Okay, good.
I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, it just was unresponsive. So
I think it's God. I think that was God or Satan.
Was
it?
it?
One of them. Yeah.
It was Dee Snider. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch more. I want to watch more.
Okay. Yeah. It does. Okay. So here we've talked about secular bands here, and now let's get.
Is he being sarcastic? Like, they have a good message.
No, he's saying that it was a good
The
message.
message in that song was real good, wasn't it? It was about looking into your heart and seeing that it's black and that you didn't want to burn in hell and you'd better make a decision about something before it's too late, right? So if the message is good, then the music has to be Christian, right? No. Christian rock also is full of witchcraft. And we're going to show you that Amy Grant is making not only the cornuto sign, but she is also doing a Wiccan moon sign. And right here is the Wiccan moon sign of Wiccan witchcraft. We'll show you proof of that.
There's proof.
There it
Next,
is.
her hand goes up slowly. The Wiccan sign disappears, and she's doing the cornuto devil salute. When Amy Grant wore a miniskirt, she went straight to number 1. Is that what it takes to make it? There is no hope on these faces. Now, if these people, the stars of Christian rock, have no hope, and it shows on their face, how in the world can they offer any hope to anybody else?
Does he look a little like maybe a cousin of Roddy Piper? I don't.
Yeah, I could see
Maybe
that.
it's just the hair.
Yeah.
I don't.
I also think it looks like he wore a hat there and then he took it off for this, doesn't it? He looks like a little bit of hat head on there.
Any hope to anybody else? How would you like to have those guys come play at your church next Sunday?
On a cross of wood, they crucified the Lord Jesus Christ, and after he died.
So Jesus Christ
I
is a
want that.
gang member, is that right? There's another part of this video you need to be aware of. Strange hand movements and strange body stances
Fleetwood Mac's
are
doing
throughout
Charles
MTV
Manson's
secular videos.
movements.
Those aren't
Manson can
dancing. Those aren't
move.
choreography.
See, look at
Many
this,
times those are
witchcraft.
something called witchcraft runing. Those are hand signs and
There's Amy
signals
Grant
meant to
again.
call up demons. In the world of the occult, this is well known for people that have delved into it for many years.
Is that what this guy does all day? He just like kind of watches stuff and looks for hand gestures that they might have.
Yeah, it's like the guy who did the thing in breakfast cereals and Saturday morning cartoons, but he does it with Christian rock. So,
Okay.
yeah.
He's like Christian James Randi. They just spend all day.
debunking-
Yeah.
I mean, I think that Carman rap video too was dumb, but for different reasons. I think.
There are many magazines, CCM magazines, that offer for sale various T-shirts. In the top row, you have a Spuds MacKenzie type dog licking up a pool of vomit. Now, I don't know about you, but if I saw somebody walking down the street with a T-shirt on that had a dog licking up a pool of vomit, the first thing I'm going to think is, hey, a Christian, right? The next example is a
about it.
T-shirt that says, God wiser, this blood's for you. Now, my question to every Christian watching this right now is, how much is the blood of Christ worth to you? Is it
80
worth
proof.
a can of Budweiser beer?
Think about it.
Oh, damn.
Think about that. That's
He's okay
kinda-
with this song.
Yeah, who's okay with traditional gospel, but rock, anything that was rock and roll.
Amy Grant is barely even rock. Come on.
Putting God in your last name, is that something a true Christian would do?
Pick your battles here, buddy.
Can we make Godweiser This Blood's For You shirts on our web store? I mean,
Oh, they're out. I've actually seen those before.
I know, but like we could make our own version, right? I mean, it
I
would
think
be-
we're due for a T-shirt that's hard to explain. Although I don't know, that one might be easy to explain.
I just hope it's not worldly. That's my main thing.
I want that.
You mean secular?
Spuds
Yeah, secular.
Okay, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I want that Spuds MacKenzie licking up his own vomit. That had to have been a bootleg, because I don't think that Bud Light would have put that one out.
No, that was a bootleg. Yeah, which is that Christian to bootleg something? I don't think so. It's stealing. It's against
Yeah.
one of the 10 Commandments. So.
I know.
Anyway, I agree with the guy on some things, but for different reasons. So hopefully we can find more videos by the Godwin Ministries out there. Thanks to David for digitizing that tape.
Yes, very cool. Very cool. Let's cyber videos. We got time for cyber videos?
Yeah, let's do them.
Why not?
What do we?
Let me start with a friend of the show, Reese from Australia. Haven't heard from him for a while, but he found a commercial on an Australian VHS tape and digitized it and sent it my way today. It's great. This is a fantastic commercial I'd never seen before.
I was just hanging around when suddenly I became a phone.
Oh, hello, Grandma.
If you're a fan of Garfield, you'll love the new Garfield phone. It's feature-packed with tone or pulse
Oh,
dialing
I gave that up.
and last number redial.
Oh, I don't believe it.
When you're talking, Garfield's awake. When you hang up,
Bye.
he goes back to sleep.
That's better.
The Garfield phone, available at Grace Brothers, phone shops and selected gift shops. As Garfield says,
I won't answer to any other cat.
It's not what Garfield sounds like.
Everybody in the United States sounds like they're from Brooklyn in the 1920s. There's
Who was the voice of Garfield? What's his name?
Lorenzo Music.
Music.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Okay, that's the only voice of Garfield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thanks to Reese Flemish Dog on archive.org, I believe. So great stuff.
Steve, you got anything cool?
I certainly do. I'm back with Jock Shams this week.
It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. Boring you with a signature drawl. It's a jock sham, jock sham, jock sham, jock sham. This rap is done, now it's over to you.
I think this is sent in by Jeremy Carvalho, and I think this is the most 80s Jock Sham I had. It's 2 commercials from the, I think it's the Vancouver or Manitoba Curling Association. Let's find out together.
Curling, okay.
Wanna rock?
Could this be a toe tapper?
Pretty good, right?
There's a world of fun waiting to sweep you up. And it's at your curling rink. Get swept up in the fun of the game. Get swept up in the fun of the people. Curling will sweep you up in action. Exercise. Good time. And a world of new friends. On the ice. And off it. Call your local curling rink or contact the MCA. Or MLCA. Curling! Get swept up in the fun!
Promote the sport of curling, huh?
Oh man, usually I have no notes on either of those.
No, that was perfect. The song one. Do you think that the What's Wrong with Christian Rock guy would not like that song?
I think he'd love it.
Song?
I think everyone's into curling.
Oh, you think he'd be into that?
Yeah.
Christ on ice.
Okay, he'd make an exception for that.
I think he'd have to.
The sweeping gesture is not unlike that of Baphomet. It would have some sort of thing that I had satanic. George, what do you have?
Well, okay. I have to give you some background here. In May of 20...
It sounds like you're getting a running start here.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
So in May of 2022, I was with Joe at a bar called Greenwood Park. Do you remember this, Joe? And we were talking about ideas for a show.
Oh, yeah.
And we workshopped it for like 3 beers total, Joe's. And we ended up with a show called the Game Show. And the concept is we'd all watch an obscure game show from the 70s and 80s, and then I would quiz Nick and Joe on the minutia of it. So it's you spend half of it making fun of the show, and the other half getting out that competitive spirit between you two.
I think it has legs.
Yeah, I feel like we can get on the Game Show network.
Absolutely, yeah.
And so we've been talking about it on and off for like a year and a half, and this is similar to at the beginning of Saturday Morning Cartoons. I think you guys mentioned it, and then like nothing happened, so I decided to just make a theme song and an opening credits for it.
That's usually what starts things.
Yeah, so I'm going to try it today, and we'll see.
Well, my plan was to we stopped doing Saturday, and then we started doing Game Show.
Right.
But everybody wanted us to keep doing Saturday.
Yeah.
So,
so this would be a monthly thing.
Okay.
Maybe. Just an idea.
Good.
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's
so
do it.
here's the opening credits.
All right.
What's your name? What you do? Where you from? The Game Show, the Game Show. Your family's here, introduce everyone. The Game Show. Spin the wheel, make a deal, you can steal and prove you're down the strong. Name the price, roll the dice, get it right or it's all gone. Spend your life regretting being on the Game Show.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is We're going to
gotta
do like
make it now.
a tiny little bit of what a taste of what this would be like. So
Okay.
we're going to watch a couple minutes from a game show from 1979, very controversial, called Three's a Crowd. And the concept is they ask questions of a businessman, a man, always a man. Then they see if his secretary. Then they ask those questions to his secretary and then to his wife. And then the idea is, who knows the guy better, his secretary or his wife?
Oh, the studio audience.
Chuck Barris, the evil genius, came up with this one.
Yeah,
the studio audience is gonna love that one.
The sexism is so thick, we're all gonna drown. I made a supercut at first, but you can't really follow what's going on. It's outrageous. It could be like the next few months of cyber videos. But here's we're just gonna watch the beginning of Three's a Crowd.
Okay.
From the Chuck Barris stages in Hollywood, California, it's Three's a Crowd.
Husbands, as you know, your wives and secretaries are secluded off stage. When they come back, they're going to be trying to match up their answers with yours. Each time they do, they get 1 point for their team. And, of course, the team with the most points at the end of the game will divide up that cash prize of $1,000. If you are ready,
have the same
gentlemen,
delivery,
question number 1. Is your secretary or is she not in love with you? Seton?
Yes.
Okay. And let me see. Len?
I hope not. No.
No. Thank you. Cliff?
I can't afford to have her be.
Yeah, but is she?
Yeah. No.
No. Remember, every time your secretary
then they bring in the
matches your answer, her
secretaries.
team gets 1 point, and gals, that's important because at the end of the game, the team with the most points will divide up that big cash prize. If you are ready, are you or are you not, gals, in love with your boss? Nancy?
Oh, yes, in a way, yes.
I feel like I could look like
Cliff
that guy.
told us? No.
Cliff, now who else would make you iced tea and all those things?
Fran, what about you?
I'm definitely in love with Leonard.
You are definitely in love with Leonard. Yeah. Leonard said no.
How can you say that?
Well, I know what it meant. I really thought yes, but I was afraid to say yes.
Definitely yes.
No
Definitely.
question
No
about
question.
Look at the Will
Seton
Ferrell.
said definitely
Will
yes,
Ferrell
no
character.
question.
I know she's in love with me.
Every time you match your husband's answer, your team receives 1 point. That's important because we keep score, and the team with the most points at the end of the game will divide up the $1,000. If you are ready, question number 1. Is your husband's secretary or is she not in love with your husband? Vicky?
Yes.
Yes. No question about it. He said yes.
I don't understand I guess I don't get it. What is your the secretary in love with your husband?
What is this, instant replay?
How is this happening?
Patty, tell Vicky what you said. Yes.
Oh, right. I said yes. Terrific. Yeah. You're not mad, are you?
Marilyn?
No.
If she said yes, I'll kill her. It just better not be. I'm telling you. But I know this man. He thinks that everybody's in love with him. I mean, you know, I don't know why, but he does. So I figure he said yes.
And Len told us no. She was not in love with. See, you don't give him any credit.
My wife really knows me.
He's just trying to be nice, I have a feeling.
I don't. He said no. He said she's not in love with me.
She likes you a lot.
Fran, tell Marilyn what you said.
I said I'm in love with Leonard.
What about Nancy? Is she or is she not in love with Cliff?
In love?
In love with Cliff.
I say yes.
Yes. Cliff told us
Isn't
no.
everybody? No? I agree
That's
with
what
you.
Cliff
I
said. This is
said
so
yes.
confusing.
We know him better than he does.
Yeah, well, Leonard
So that's one of the problems, is that it is like it's kind of hard to follow, but it's crazy, it's insane.
Yeah.
And that was the least objectionable thing I could find from 7 episodes. But
It's
now
designed to ruin marriages and workplaces, basically. Yeah.
Okay, so now in the game show, we'd watch a full episode or most of it, and then I'd ask questions. So here we're gonna go. Okay. 1, where is this filmed? What studio?
Burbank.
Chuck Barris Studio. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. 1 for Nick. Okay. 2, name any contestant.
Oh. Phyllis.
John.
Paul Williams.
Okay, that's No, I would have accepted.
Wait. Let Melinda see if Melinda can name one, and have it showed up on the screen.
Yeah, it did.
Cliff.
Yeah, we had a Cliff.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Okay, how much money was at stake?
$1,000.
That's correct.
500. Yes. Yes.
Okay, and the final question. To the best of your ability, each of you has one chance to do this. Explain the rules of the show.
Or who can do it the most succinctly?
Okay.
Who wants to go? Who has?
We'll all do it at the exact same time.
Yeah, I think that might be easier.
3, 2, 1.
So
the
game is your wife has to
in and
answer,
they
your
have to know what
secretary has
the
to
boss
answer,
is
And then
gonna-
the
the
secretary
secretary's
reveals
gonna say
answers,
the boss.
correct
and
answers
the wife
right. The
guesses
three
what
of you
the
will split it.
secretary and the boss would think.
And that's how you play the game show. Game show.
Woo! All right.
I like it. So I was talking to a friend of mine who knows a lot of 1970s TV, and he's like, you got to watch Love Connection from 1979 to 1980. He's like, it's unbelievable. Like he's a real connoisseur. So we should bring him
All
on.
the Barris productions. And remember, like, whenever we're in the UK, we watched Bullseye, the darts game show.
Yeah.
Where it all looks like it was taped in 1979, and then you find, like, oh, it's 2002. You know, it's like that kind of game show.
Nick, I remember one summer too. I think it was after high school. We watched Press Your Luck every single day. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Every single day we would
Like
watch
the new one or there was like
The
an
old
old
one.
the Peter
Okay.
Tamarkin one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always like the whammy poetry. Where you'd be like, somebody sent in a poem. Janice Whittington sent in a poem. Oh whammy, we thought you knew well that you took our money and went to hell. You know, and then
Yeah.
I miss the whammy poetry. Send in your whammy poetry to info@foundfootagefest.com. We'll read the best poems.
Maybe that's something we can do on the game show.
Well, it would be
like,
you'd say yes whammies instead of no whammies. You want
Yeah,
whammies
you
because
want
that's
whammies.
funny.
Yeah, because they come out breakdancing and everything.
Oh, I'll draw some. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
I'll call Sergio Aragonis. He did the cartoons.
Yeah.
I think maybe.
But-
no,
Well,
that was
every show with-
Steve Holland, who directed Better Off Dead, did the cartoons for the Whammies.
Oh,
I think you're
okay.
thinking of Bloopers and Practical
That's
Jokes.
correct.
Yeah.
Luckily, we'll fix it in the edit though. I
Okay.
didn't say that.
Perfect.
All right. Well, I greenlight it. What do you? Everybody else?
Let's do it. Let's
okay.
100% do it. Yep,
right.
I'm for it. All right, let's get into some IMGs.
Electronic video transmission uploaded with no intention. Harvested semi-ethically. Welcome to IMG.
All right, I have 3 really quick IMGs. These are the least popular videos on the internet. Really quick ones because I have some nice things that I want to show. First one up, IMG 3184. Flash Gordon sent this one in, 17 views. Flash called it "Person Using Sun Filter and Singing a Lullaby." And listen to it closely because there's a flub in here.
And why do they always say, why, don't look back?
It's a speed round here on IMG.
Teletubbies reboot.
Next up, 3144. Evan sent this, 18 views. Sweet satanic vibes. This seems like a scene in Midsummer or something. Something disturbing about that, isn't
That
it?
was from the Crewmaster cycle, I think.
Yeah. That's something you'd like walk into an art gallery for and be like, how long do I have to stay here to look like I know what I'm talking about before I get out of there?
The last one, real quick. IMG 1973. Matt sent this, 52 views. Thumbs up duck.
Digging up the turnstile, people up to see it's IMG minus.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
There's probably been better IMGs than thumbs up duck, but I don't
Was
know.
that-
I
liked it.
hit me right.
Oh, yeah, don't sell yourself
Oh, you
short.
liked
That
it?
was a good one.
Good
What was
answer.
the?
okay. All right.
What was that picture of? Was that
I think it
Daffy
was-
Duck with like
I think it was
a
Donald Duck.
erection, or Donald
Yeah.
Duck with an erection?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
That gets a thumbs up from me. Don.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
Thumbs up ducks today.
There we go.
Let's get into nice things here. please.
Oh boy.
Okay.
All right.
Well, do you have something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, continuing from last week, we had our deposition anniversary recently. What was it 6 years ago? We had our depositions, and Nick smacked his lips a lot. And last week, I paid Lewis 3 cents a lip smack to pull all of Nick's lip smacks from one deposition, and he had 188. This week, I gave another tape to Adam. He pulled 159 lip smacks, and so this is Adam's edit and of Nick's lip smacks. Now, Nick, whenever you start a sentence, it seems like did you like glue your lips together, or
Yep,
like
that's what I did. I glued them together, and
Well,
that noise of them coming apart is what you're hearing.
there's like some sort of like weird smack that you and CJ Karachi have. All right, so here's 159 lip smacks. These are fast. Here we go. And after this, we will have watched all 347 of Nick's lip smacks.
And our nightmare will be at an end. Great.
It's like Flight of the Bumblebee.
I'm not even in my different shirt on this one.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
But wait, there's a whole other tape that hasn't been.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, mined for lip smacks.
Way to throw yourself under the bus there.
Hold on a second.
I'm wearing a red flannel shirt on the second day of the.
Was it not in Lewis's? Were you wearing that
No.
shirt in Lewis's?
Yeah, I was wearing that shirt in Lewis's.
Oh.
So I think they both might have looked at the same.
Oh boy.
Well, that's good. That shows that it's a check on their work.
Oh,
if they have
right,
different numbers.
159 to 1 something.
Well,
so,
we
yeah.
now need a third Melinda to pair them up to see which ones got lost.
And it's maybe I didn't send it to him. Maybe there's another tape that didn't get sent to him, and that's good for us because now we get more lip smacks. Bad news is we're probably gonna go broke because it's 3 cents a lip smack. Like we're gonna be in the poorhouse pretty soon.
Yeah, and that other day I was in there was extra dry in there, so there's.
Was it?
Yeah.
And you forgot your water bottle? Think if you forgot your water bottle and you couldn't take any Nick sips,
He wouldn't have survived.
So Adam was kind enough. He said that he'd donate his earnings for the lip smack mining to the Talking Squirrels Fund. So we're
good.
the money
Good. Well, one good cause to the other. Great.
So all right. So I guess this isn't over. I guess I thought maybe that was going to be the last one.
Okay.
But I guess I'll go digging for the other tape, and I'll call Lewis.
Still
and
paying
Adam.
off a medical bill, but I'm glad those earnings are going to go straight to the Talking Squirrels pilot.
I wanted to show another one. Do you remember, Nick, when you played the Hot and Fresh? This is a nice thing that I made. A Hot and Fresh. Do you remember Hot and Fresh, that KFC video, the training video for Kentucky Fried Chicken, where they had a program called Hot and Fresh. It was like the system for making sure that the chicken is always delivered hot and fresh.
Right, rotated and yeah.
Yep, and the host always used the words hot and fresh a lot. She only used it maybe like 11 times, so it wasn't worth like doing an edit of Hot and Freshes. So I just put it together for a remix. And I didn't know how to end it, so I found this beatboxing video that I added to the end. And I think it works. So this is real short, Hot and Fresh remix with beatboxer at the end.
Hot and fresh, hot and fresh. Having said that, hot and fresh, hot and fresh, hot and fresh. Having said that, an edible chicken. It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
You know, when I was a little kid, I would practice lip smacks on my pillow. I'm glad I perfected it.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it. So
Brooklyn style.
All right, good use of everybody's time. Appreciate that. Shall we get into EP mode? We're going to watch something with Bob Hedges. Do we have an idea of what we're going to watch?
Yeah. I was talking with him today. I think we're going to watch Unarius. I don't think we've ever watched Unarius.
Oh.
What was the comment? I missed the comment. You guys
Sip
are laughing.
hop is the genre of.
No, we're gonna watch Unarius. Bob gave us a couple of those Unarius videos, and he got me a Unarius calendar. You remember Unarius? It was that
the San Diego space alien cult.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea. All right.
So I just found some tapes, and I'm going to digitize those, and we can watch that on Thursday night. $10 and up patrons.
Yeah, we've had a lot of new patrons join us, so we thank you for supporting the cause and getting some good discounts out of the deal.
You just had a Nick smack right there.
Meaning that I opened my lips and it made a noise?
Well, I open my lips too, and I don't smack.
I just think people aren't as critical of your opening of your lips. I think you smack
Call
plenty.
me out on it next time I do it. There, I just opened up my lips and nothing came out.
Well, I heard something. A lot of hot air.
It's on. This is the sort of competitive spirit that we need in its own show. So I'm
yeah.
I have new shows that they're all based on you guys fighting.
Oh yeah.
People just love to watch middle-aged men bicker. All right. Hey, we're celebrating Analog Tuesday, so if you go to our web store now, everything's 20% off this week, and take advantage of that. Store.foundfootagefest.com.
I think our newsletter had a bad code today. You know,
Oh, it
we sent
did?
out a newsletter, and I think it had a bad code. So I think we're going to do one of those oopsie daisy newsletters tomorrow, where it's like, "Oops, sorry, here's
Oops,
the
all
code again."
discounts.
Yep. So it'll
Okay.
work tomorrow probably.
Okay. Well, sorry about that, but it's going to be 20% off everything this week, not just the VHS stuff. So take advantage, buy some stocking stuffers, and we got to give more credit to McKenna for putting together the amazing VHS of the Month Club. This has been a huge hit for us.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, we have a bunch of doubles here, and we have the good stuff. You know, we're not sending out, Liar Liar copies of Liar Liar, or, like what's a movie we always find in thrift stores?
Buttercream Gang?
Armageddon. Yeah, No, we will send out Buttercream Gangs, Nick. In fact, I think we have sent out a lot of Buttercream Gangs. I'm talking like movies, like bullshit movies.
Well, I know some people have sent the tape they got in the mail, and I'm like, ooh, McKenna, I probably should have kept that one because there's some really good stuff in there.
No, I'm amazed at the doubles that we have.
Yeah.
She's sending the good stuff. So, and also, I don't even know. Like, we don't even look these up on eBay. They could be actually worth something.
I think some of them have been. Plus, McKenna does like a little handmade like zine, right, in each one, and buttons, and so people are loving the club. Join it; it's fun.
This
It's always
month,
a surprise.
This month, we are including Scott from Strange Tapes gave us the latest issue of Strange Tapes. We're going to include one in every single VHS of the Month Club. So, it pays for itself. And if you don't want to do VHS of the Month Club, get Scott's new Strange Tapes. It has an interview with our very own George. How do you pronounce your last name, George?
The
Pastels?
Passless.
Yeah, there it is. Passless. There we go. So there's an interview with George in here.
I haven't read that yet.
No, it just came out hot off the press. There's a
Okay.
picture of me and
there's Mr. Nasty.
George and Mr. Nasty. And,
How about that?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
hard-hitting journalism here. So this
That's
will
good
be in your
stuff.
VHS of the Month of the club coming up in the envelope. So,
And Saturday, look who's joining us. It's Director Steve is going to join us this Saturday for a fun cartoon. George, what are we watching?
Dragon's Lair. No, not the highly animated Don Bluth. No, that wasn't Don Bluth. It was the Don Bluth animated game. This was the Ruby Spears adaptation. That was not as good.
Yeah.
Okay, the crappy version, but we'll talk extensively about our Dragon's Lair experiences. Anything else before we go out?
That's all I got.
Well, I'm going to play a video going out that is a song, technically, but Bob Hedges sent this in, and it was labeled the worst thing I ever saw in public access. Now, we've seen a lot of things in public access, so I think we're pretty fair judges of this, so we'll let you decide as well. Until next week, we'll be right back right after this.
And if we had been prepared, we could have done better.
Please keep in mind all the tripods out there when you're adopting. And my nose isn't full of yuck anymore.
Everyone's a puppet when they're dead.
Oh,
return, Dr. Selner will complete the bunion surgery.
Yes, those are his pajamas he's wearing.
All right, I gotta go.
That's all. That's it.
Let me see that one.
Rocks are done. Gotta sleep. Bye.
That's it. That it done.
We did our best. If we'd been prepared, we could have done better.
What do you think about Bibra?
About what?
Mine not there for yuck anymore.
Ooh.
That's all I'm doing.
Cheerio. Have a good day.
Tinkerbell!
We'll be right back right after that. Good luck from all of us at Hagen.
And Kurt Polster, the real great guy.
Night, night.
Goodbye.
Jim's coins in Hilldale.